Then my spiritual uncle will speak.
Bhaktivedanta Maharaja.
Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamini Ki Namane Namah Om Vishnupadaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayani Ki Namane Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyayevacha Puritanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Go Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Said, if you want to be successful, if we want to be successful, we have to do what successful people do that unsuccessful people don't do. Very simple formula. So, whether successful people have heard of a certain Vedic principle or not, they're applying it. And that principle is Sambandha Abhideya Prayojan. Again and again, success gurus, analysts of what makes effective organizations, effective people, they put out this principle, and again, it's simply this Vedic principle, Sambandha Abhideya Prayojan. Means basic principles, the process, and the results. So we need to follow this. Srila Gurudev also gave this formula for us. Like, for example, we want to practice sadhana bhakti. We want to practice regulated bhakti. So then we have to know what is the sadhya, what is the goal. So he said, unless you know that the goal of sadhana is bhav. Bhav means ecstatic service to the Supreme Lord on the spiritual platform, in sarup, spiritual form. Unless we know that this is the goal, first. Second, unless we know how to practice in order to advance to that point. And then third, unless we're actually practicing so that we're gradually advancing. He said, then we're practicing sadhana. If we're doing like this, otherwise not yet practicing sadhana. So this is a very, very important point. Sambandha Abhideya Prayojan. Krishna consciousness is not just a faith religion, and it's not just a sentimental haze. It's very, very exact. Very exact. So for example, many people, they're worshipping Krishna. And that's it, they worship Krishna. But Gaudiya Vaishnavas understand that actually what is the goal? The goal is the mood of the eternal servants of Krishna. Krishna does not give love for himself. His devotees, his associates, they give love for him. They're ashraya tattva. They're the receptacle, the shelter of that love. And Krishna is Vishaya tattva. He's the object of love. So the confidential secret of bhakti, the confidential secret of Krishna consciousness in our line, Gaudiya Vaishnava line, is that we worship those devotees who have these exalted moods. Actually, we want to worship the eternal associates of Krishna, but they're quite distant for us. Like, if somebody wants milk, who here drinks milk sometimes? So milk comes from where? Cow. Okay. Who here has got a cow? You've got a cow. 3. You brought them? Most of us, we don't have cows, so where do we get milk from? Where do you get milk from? Supermarket. So people in supermarket, they have some relationship with the cow. So Gurudev has opened a supermarket here. And he's selling, our acharyas, they're all selling the moods of those exalted associates in the spiritual world. This is a process. That we worship those devotees here in this material world who have those moods. Our Gurudev, my Guru Maharaj, they're very exalted because we understand that although they're here in this material world, Actually, they're eternal associates of the Lord, but they've come here and they're playing the part of sadhak. They're playing the part of practicing devotee. But actually they have those moods because they're coming from the spiritual world. They're bringing those moods with them. And they're selling them for what is the price? Shraddha. Our tendency to serve. So, to our great misfortune, our Srila Gurudev has left our physical presence. He's not physically present. But we understand that he's exactly as present now as he ever was. How to access those beautiful moods of his so we can take shelter of those devotees who are particularly close to Gurudev, who have those moods. So we're very fortunate that our Sripad Nemi Maharaja, he's kindly come here. And he was with our Srila Gurudev for, I think, something like 30 years. And Gurudev said this, in the Gaudiya Math, there's no record of such devoted service as our Sripad Nemi Maharaj gave to our Srila Gurudev. Like we heard in his pranam mantras, his Diksha Guru is actually Srila Bhaktivedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj. And Srila Vaman Maharaj sent him to our Srila Gurudev. So this is the mood of our Gurudev, is that he's accepting everybody, completely non-sectarian. Actually most of his, or many of his senior right-hand men, they were all Shiksha disciples. And his Western sannyasis also, all Shiksha disciples. But we never felt that there was some exclusion. So this is a unique characteristic of our Math. I remember the first time when I went to Holland, 1996. So I was amazed when I saw the altar there. So many there. Srila Bhakti Puri Goswami Maharaj, Bhakti Vaibhav Puri, Srila Govinda Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rakshak Srila Goswami Maharaj, my Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, all. Big lineup. And everybody happily chanting Hare Krishna, serving together. So this ideal non-sectarian mood, this is a real speciality of our Srila Gurudev. Actually, Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru, they're not different. Diksha Guru, Guru Krishna Rup, Sarva Shastra Praman. Guru is the Rup of Krishna, Diksha Guru. And Shiksha Guru ke Tojane, Krishna is Sarup. So Shiksha Guru, now we're talking Uttam Bhagavat. Shiksha Guru is Sarup of Krishna. So Rup of Krishna, form, and Sarup, constitutional nature of Krishna, they're not different from each other. Of course there's some speciality. Shiksha Guru, Sarup. So his manifestation of Sarup Shakti. So Shiksha Guru, our acharyas, they're expansions of Srimati Radhika, Krishna's internal potency. So they all have that very special mood. And our Srila Gurudev, he manifested that mood in a most extraordinary and very exceptional way. It was so exceptional that many, even senior devotees in Gaudiya Math, they took exception. They thought that this is too, he's making these confidential things too public. But we understand that this is the real nature, the real mission of our Gurudev, is to broadcast the very beautiful pastimes of Radha and Krishna in such a way that people such as ourselves, people such as myself, with very little qualification, still we can grasp some understanding and begin to make some progress towards that goal, towards the goal of spontaneous Braj Bhakti. It's a long path for us, but Gurudev has given us hope, and he's given us a very special process. He said, what is the way of getting this mood? 3 things. We have to remember the moods of very exalted devotees. We have to pray for the moods of very exalted devotees, and we have to weep for the moods of very exalted devotees. This is the process, and there isn't any other process.
What was the last one? Oh, sorry.
Weep! Crying, yes. We have to remember their moods, We have to pray for their moods, and we have to weep for their moods. So we're very fortunate that our Pujyapat Nemi Maharaja has very kindly come, and he'll sprinkle us some nectar from his very beautiful experience of serving Srila Gurudev. Hare Krishna.